go! There we go. My audio has been fucking weird lately. If I did that, why can't you hear the game? That's a problem. But hey, what's up? Okay, so, hi, all. We'll cut that last part out in the tape delay version of this. Oh no, I destroyed Twitch. How did I destroy Twitch? Did I just get, like, banned? What just happened? Oh, okay, no, I have 2 viewers. Hi, viewers. Okay, cool. So, hi. Okay, so, the Green M&M has written us this letter. Hello, my loving fans. It is me, the prettiest, tasty, and most revered and beloved champion, the Green M&M. I know that you missed me on the last show, but I had to get away to my favorite vacation spot, Malibu. You see, the stress of being a champion is very overbearing. It's not something I expect you to understand with your sad, miserable jobs. I bet none of you have ever faced the stress I have, being a successful mascot and wrestling legend. I hope you can all attempt to understand the enormous strain on my daily life, although I know you can't because you are nowhere near as important as me. So I do apologize that I flew off to Malibu in my private jet, but I could not put your satisfaction or enjoyment over my own, as that would not be fair. As I said, I am an undefeated wrestling god who is the mascot of the best candy in the world, and you are some loser who watches a wrestling company on the internet that is owned by a cat. I also work for that company, lady, so just saying. I do promise I will wrestle on the next chapter end. However, this is completely my decision. So I would like to put a little asterisk on that one there for this monster, who she told me that she would sue us if I called her that, but I checked with the legal team and she can't. We made her wrestle. She's going to wrestle at this chapter end. That's not her decision. She wrestles when we tell her to wrestle. And we didn't book her last night, or last week, and we're not going to book her again this week because we have to go through the damn tournament. She can't really comprehend that there are more things more important than her. But anyway, that's not what you're here for. You're not here to see drama between me and the TTWA Pure Heavyweight Champion. No. You're here to watch wrestling, right? So let's get some wrestling going here. Eventually it will pop up. Great. Now, what if I did that? Will that make the game audio go? Why is the game audio not going? I think I broke this game audio. I'm gonna be completely real with you guys. Audio output capture, properties. See, the annoying thing is that it gives me the option of that. Oh, wait, I think I just did it. Hold up. It gives me the option of that. Oh, wait, I think I just did it. Hold up. Can't tell, but we're gonna assume I did. Just make sure this works. But we're gonna assume I did. Okay, cool. So last week we went through the beginning first 4 matches of bracket 1, and in bracket B we had one more match. Chavo Guerrero versus Hardcore Holly. I did now just realize that we don't know if this is original Chavo Guerrero or Chavo Guerrero Jr. So let's see what happens. We have Hardcore Holly coming down here, also known as Bob Holly, also potentially known as so try to get the mouse cursor off the screen. There we go. Yeah, so Bob Holly, he was a race car driver, then he wasn't, then he was a hardcore wrestler, then he wasn't, then he was an asshole, and he's still that. And he wrote a really good book, so, but anyway, Chavo Guerrero, this is, okay, so we got old school, or we got current school Chavo Guerrero, which is cool. So we're, you guys like Sunday Night Heat? Do you want to watch a match from Sunday Night Heat in 2006? Our referee for this tournament is Guy Fieri, And they go off. Chavo Guerrero getting the first shot of the match as he blocks a shot from Hardcore Holly. Hardcore Holly, Chavo Guerrero tests the strength. Chavo Guerrero, once again, double leg takedown. On top is Chavo Guerrero of this match. Hardcore Holly now with a clubbing blow to the back and a chop to the chest. Hardcore Holly known for his very, very, very hard strikes. Chavo Guerrero, lucha legend of the, Guerrero dynasty. Nephew? Yeah, I think, he's Eddie Guerrero's nephew. But also his dad's a great wrestler, his uncles are great wrestlers. Like, there's literally not a bad wrestler associated with the Guerrero name. Like, even Vicky Guerrero brought, a claim to that name, I would say. Hell, Shaul Guerrero, I guess, technically, but, she got out relatively early, deciding it wasn't for her. And her husband, Aiden English, doing pretty good for himself. So, hey, Guerreros, they're great. Hardcore Holly did have wrestling cousins, Crash, who has left us, and Molly, who has retired. I think Hardcore Holly has not retired. I believe he's still going. He hasn't retired in TTWA as he's here, but we do have a time machine, so retirements and deaths don't really matter to us. As Chavo Guerrero slaps off Hardcore Holly as he mounts punches on Chavo. Power slam from Hardcore, stomp to the head. Chavo backs out of those chops. Those are deadly chops coming from Hardcore. As we have a strike-off competition, Hardcore Holly is a stiff, tough motherfucker, but so is Chavo Guerrero when he wants to be. Both men down. Chavo first man up, but Hardcore Holly follows right after. Hardcore Holly throws a Hail Mary lariat. Doesn't hit anything. Does hit an elbow right on the head of Chavo, though. Chavo now chopping the chest of Hardcore Holly, who has been backed into the corner here. Sidewalk slam from Hardcore Holly, trying to get out of that corner. Gets up first. Isn't successfully able to get out of the corner, though, but does... Oh, no! Tries to throw Chavo into that corner, but... Hardcore has just been stuck in this corner by Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero is not keen on getting Hardcore out of this corner as he runs his foot across the face of Hardcore Holly. Now Chavo letting him out of this corner a little bit, though. Stomp to the head of Hardcore. Hardcore Holly now in control as he drags Chavo away from that corner that he was stuck in for so long. Locks him in to a Boston Crab. Chavo Guerrero able to get out of it while crawling to the ropes as we hit the first 5 minutes of the match. Chavo Guerrero leveling Hardcore Holly with an elbow to the back, and then a shoulder block and a stomp to the head. Hardcore Holly is out, getting dragged like a limpless body here as both competitors run, and oh my goodness! Hardcore Holly following up on that beautiful head scissors takedown with some punches to the head. Chavo Guerrero now going for a pile driver onto Hardcore Holly. Maybe trying to end this match early. Not a bad idea when you have so many more matches. It is more than likely that these competitors might have to do double duty tonight. So, not a bad idea for them to want to end this match early. Hardcore Holly with the sidewalk slam on a Chavo. Dragging Chavo into the corner. Or out of the corner, I should say. As Hardcore Holly chops Chavo in the chest. Just a flyby chop to the chest. Nothing more as he stalling vertical suplex from Holly. Very impressive. As he locks Chavo Guerrero in a Boston Crab. Chavo Guerrero able to get into the ropes. Don't know how. Maybe with his toe or something. Bob Holly, never really known for a submission specialist. Driving his knee into the ground is Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero now stabbing Hardcore Holly in the back of the head with a fork. Busting him open. Guerrero's known to cheat, so not particularly surprising. Hardcore Holly is bleeding all over Chavo as he goes for the pin. Only gets a 2 count. Up! Gory special from Chavo Guerrero. 2. No! He kicked out! I thought that was it. Chavo now. Getting thrown into the ropes. Hardcore Holly going for a beautiful drop kick that Bob Holly's known for. Gets him in a Boston Crab. Really wants to submit Chavo Guerrero, which is a strange strategy for Hardcore. Maybe he wants to injure the legs of Chavo. And oh, a low blow from Chavo onto Hardcore. Maybe he wants to... Oh, Alabama Slam, he's out! He's done! A bloodied Bob Holly gets the win, giving him 2 points. Putting him at the advantage. He is now in the top 50% of his bracket. However, we have many more matches. So, here's how I'm thinking we do this. We could do Beedrill, and then Harley Race and Tyson, and then Sunil Singh, and then we could just do like Banjo and Van Hammer over here. So that's how we're going to do things. So, Beedrill and Killer Kowalski. Now, I know Killer Kowalski did indeed lose his match. I believe Beedrill has also lost. I was saying this in the opener that ended up getting cut. Yeah, Beedrill did lose. But I do expect this round of matches this week, we're going to see someone kind of start to break out. And if not, then we'll see that definitely next week. These two, however, are sitting at 0 points. So they're going to try and at least make up for some lost ground here. Killer Kowalski holding the head of Beedrill, going for the knee of Beedrill. Beedrill now poking the eyes, kicking at the leg there, maybe trying to weaken the base of Killer Kowalski. Beedrill's got a little bit of a gut going on there, maybe not in the best shape, but seems to. I mean, he did lose, so maybe he's not doing just fine, but. Beedrill now with the judo takedown on Killer Kowalski. Not something Killer Kowalski's going to be incredibly used to. Killer Kowalski getting out of that. Easy pinfall. Maybe Beedrill just kind of did that just to kind of tire him out. Kicking out does require a good amount of energy. And Beedrill very much going for that. As he goes for a backdrop now. Beedrill's been in control of this match almost since the onset. Killer Kowalski had a little bit of momentum there, and then Beedrill just took it all. But Killer Kowalski looking to get some of it back. Not successful. Thrown into the ropes. Chop to the chest. Misses. Beedrill now with the Killer Kowalski with the hip toss. Kick to the inner thigh, Irish whip. Beedrill going under him. Beedrill now biting the head of Killer Kowalski. Killer Kowalski is busted open. Chop to the chest of Killer Kowalski. Beedrill in control of this match. He's cut open Killer Kowalski. Killer Kowalski chopping Beedrill in the head. He's cut open Killer Kowalski. He's just been completely dominating so far. Killer Kowalski's got to be in his head. He's got to regroup. Something's not wrong. He's probably shaking right now. He probably didn't expect to get beaten this bad by a Pokemon. He probably didn't expect to be beaten by Van fucking Hammer. But he lost to Van Hammer. I just want to remind everyone of that. He lost to Van Hammer. But yes, as we see here, elbow to the head of Killer Kowalski, or of Beedrill. Killer Kowalski now trying to get something going here. Beedrill still not letting it happen. Oh no! Beautiful shoulder block counter from Killer Kowalski. Maybe enough to swing things in his favor. No, Beedrill Irish whipping again. Really trying to work the stamina of Killer Kowalski. Make him tired. That's Beedrill's strategy here. As he goes for the leg kick of Killer Kowalski. Yeah, man, he's trying to go after those legs. Look, he's trying to make him run. He keeps going for leg kicks. And was that a Mongolian chop? Like a running Mongolian chop? What was that? He threw his arms up in an X and hit him. Like, anyway, a stomach claw from Killer Kowalski. Beedrill crawling to the ropes here. Able to get... No, he's able to power out of there. And Killer Kowalski leveling Beedrill with the elbow to the head. Going for a pinfall. Getting a 1, getting a 2 count. Impressive. I did not expect to even see a 2 count there. Multiple chops from Beedrill. Yeah, definitely expected Killer Kowalski to only get a 1 count there. Maybe Killer Kowalski's elbows pack bigger punches than we're used to. As Beedrill now with a neck breaker and a crossbody into a pinning combination. Killer Kowalski able to kick out of that and throw Beedrill right off him. Killer Kowalski going for the pinfall right out of that, getting a 2 count. Now, you have to think, Beedrill is not necessarily a wrestler. He's a Pokemon. He's quite a weak Pokemon. So you really gotta kind of maybe think of, you know, how much Beedrill can take as opposed to Killer Kowalski, and if that has any effect on this match. We've seen Killer Kowalski is bleeding all over the damn place, but that could mean that could just mean that he's on equal terms with Beedrill. We don't know. Oh! Killer Kowalski countering with a pin. Beedrill now going for the... Oh! Beedrill going for a fancy pin here. Only able to get a 1 count still on Killer Kowalski. Goes for a crucifix pin here. Yeah, Beedrill's trying to end this. I think Beedrill even knows that. I think Beedrill's seen the toughness of Kowalski as he goes for the Mongolian chop. And just starts mounting punches right on to Killer Kowalski. Killer Kowalski able to get out of it. Yeah, he's definitely starting to notice the toughness of Kowalski and maybe trying to get out of there, trying to figure out a way to maybe steal a pinfall. Yeah, he's starting to get frantic here as he goes for a pinfall on Killer Kowalski, who was in the ropes. Beedrill going for those leg kicks, trying to get something going. Maybe, you know, maybe those leg kicks are a way for him to kind of open up his opponent and get in there. Oh, Killer Kowalski countering that that leg takedown as he gets a 2.9 on Beedrill. Yeah, maybe trying to counter, like, yeah, no, he's definitely going for quick pinfalls. I think Beedrill seeing that he cannot put Killer Kowalski away. Killer Kowalski's too tough for him. He's starting to feel the effects of wrestling Killer Kowalski as he gives multiple chops to Kowalski's chest, maybe trying to knock the air out of him so we can go for that pinfall. 2, no, Killer Kowalski though getting out of it at 1. Elbow to the back of the head. Beedrill going to the top rope now. Crossbody. I guess that was just more of a splash. Crossbody would be... diving crossbody. Anyway, well, no, crossbody, they have to be standing. Anyway, as he locks him into the camel clutch. Killer Kowalski jumping chop. He's kind of eyeing up Beedrill here. As he goes for a stomach claw again. Beedrill trying to get to those ropes, but Killer Kowalski is in the way. I apologize. My mouse was on the... I have to get better about that. Oh, Beedrill finally hits that Hurricane Rana. Goes to the top rope. Gonna go for a splash. No, wait. Is he going? That's a crossbody. Look at that puddle of blood just left from Killer Kowalski. He went for the pinfall on Killer Kowalski. Was able to throw a foot up there, nail him flat against the head, and get leveled out there. Killer Kowalski now in momentum. That foot to the head definitely... I don't even want to call it a kick. That was just a desperation fling of his foot, and it definitely paid dividends as he goes for a crossbody there. Oh, Killer Kowalski's tired. This is what Beedrill wanted. Oh, Killer Kowalski, though. Headlock takedown. Got him in a submission position. Beedrill able to get to the ropes with ease. Oh, and that just gets leveled with a punch to the head. Killer Kowalski dragging Beedrill into the corner. I'm sorry, out of the corner. Maybe trying to go for a pinfall. No, picks him back up. Beedrill now, Irish whipping Kowalski. Kowalski is tired. So, runs right into a chop from Beedrill, who signifies that is the end. Punch to the head of Kowalski. Beedrill picking up Kowalski. Kowalski can barely stand. Beedrill tripping up Kowalski again, picking him up again. Elbow to the back of the head. Kowalski falls again. Beedrill now throwing Kowalski into the corner, backing up, running elbow to the head of Kowalski. Does it again. Well, throws him into the corner again. He's going to go for it again. Picking Kowalski up. No, Kowalski. Elbow. Kick to the stomach. Oh, and a chop. He picks him up. He chops him again. He picked him. Oh, he just keeps picking him up and chopping him. He's going to the top. Splash. 1, 2. He kicked out. Kowalski now getting thrown to the corner. Or, I'm sorry, Beedrill now getting thrown to the corner. Kowalski eyeing up what he did. He needs to go for the pinfall. Beedrill is starting to gain on him. As he goes for a knee drop onto Beedrill. Goes for a pinfall right in the center of the ring. And no, Beedrill kicking out at 2.9. No, neither of these competitors have die in them. I think Kowalski's resilience has kind of given way here. And now they're at equal footing. Which I think Beedrill is actually winning this match. But it's so back and forth that it's not definitive or anything like that as he punches away on Beedrill's head. Oh, and a kick. I think that might have been a low blow from Beedrill. Desperation cheating, maybe. What is this? Oh, that swing, or that inverted neck breaker? We'll call it inverted neck breaker. Kowalski clubbing low. Kick to the butt of Beedrill. Able to knock him down. Beedrill might have just been collapsing from exhaustion there. We're not sure. Throwing Killer Kowalski into the corner. Doing some chops there. Beedrill, big fan of chops. Oh, was that a Rainmaker? 2. Oh my God, Kowalski. Beedrill now mounting some punches on Kowalski. Is Kowalski going to go up? No, he's getting out of it, but look at that puddle of blood he left. As he body slams Beedrill, he has lost so much blood. He has been bleeding since the beginning of this match. Oh, a jumping chop here, but look at him. He can't even capitalize on it. He's too tired. Beedrill hasn't shown any stamina issues. He doesn't seem to be taking any breathers or anything like that. Maybe he's doing it when he's on the mat, whereas Kowalski's doing it while he's standing, and we just can't see, and it's part of Beedrill's mind games, which he does play. He is playing a whole lot of mind games in these past couple matches. Kowalski now Irish whipping Beedrill, getting bunched before he can even start running. Kowalski now going to the top, jumping knee drop on the Beedrill. Both men down. Beedrill down longer. Kowalski back up first, but can't capitalize due to how tired he is. Kowalski throwing a punch. Beedrill now throwing some blows at Kowalski, able to get him down. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Beedrill wins in 20 minutes. Wow. What a match. That might have just been match of the night. No promises. Might have been match of the night. We still have to see what other matches we got in store. It's going to be a hard-fought one. That one was quite amazing. So our next match is going to be Tyson Kidd versus Harley Race. Now, if you remember, Tyson Kidd lost via countout, and Harley Race won his match. So Beedrill, here we can just look at the rankings here. Beedrill is now with these 5 as having won the match. So meanwhile, this is what the other one looks like. This is what I meant by we're going to start to see potentially. So here's the thing, right? If Tyson Kidd wins, then we just have another set of people who are, or another person who is tied for first. If Harley Race wins, we have someone in first in the A bracket. So this is an important match. Let's see what happens. We have also decided at TTWA that all Harley races are the same Harley race. I don't know if I communicated that last show, but all Harley races are the same Harley race. I only really do different iterations of characters when they are different characters. So this is the same Harley race that faced Chase Owens for the #1 contendership. Champion Chase Owens. This is Tyson Kidd, who I think might be the only person in TTWA history who lost by countout. Now, that's not saying a lot, though, because that was a good strategy from Randy Savage. It actually was a good strategy from Tyson Kidd, but Randy Savage's expertise and years of experience kind of worked against Tyson there. So, really, you know, if Randy Savage was too much, was able to outsmart Tyson Kidd due to his experience, Harley Race has got to be thinking that he has this one in the bag. Being that Harley Race is twice the veteran that Savage is, and that's saying a lot because Savage is a veteran. Now Tyson Kidd was trained by Stu Hart. He is a graduate of the dojo, so you know it's also like nothing away from Tyson Kidd. Dude's a great performer, just the younger wrestler in these situations. So it's going to be very interesting to see kind of if he's able to, if he tries to even do that count out strategy with Savage, or did Savage completely scare him off of it? And now he's just going to try and win, possibly with a submission. Although I'm being real with you, if you're going up against Harley Race, nope, he's sending him out to the outside again. So he's trying for those countouts. But yeah, if you're going up against Harley Race here, I'm not thinking that you're gonna want to try a submission. Harley Race is a tough man, one of the toughest men in wrestling. So you know, gonna be something you're gonna want to watch out for as he drives the knee of Tyson into the mat. Harley Race getting thrown to the corner now. Snap mare. And oh, look at that. He is going what looks to be a submission here. Yeah, some kind of modified Gogo Plata. Tyson Kidd now power slamming Harley Race. Now, Harley Race, look how easy Harley Race is getting out of these submissions. Harley Race is a tough man and not one that you want to, ooh, gut buster. Not one that you really want to hurt, or not one you want to test. The way Tyson Kidd has been tested Savage, and the way it looks like he's starting to kind of test Race here. Maybe Tyson Kidd needs to learn from his mistakes and understand that when you're wrestling, you know, some of these legends from an era in which everyone was praised on how tough they were, don't try stupid bullshit as he takes a diving headbutt from Harley Race. Harley Race getting thrown into the corner.
5 minutes gone.
We hit our 5 minutes there a few seconds ago as Harley Race gets an elbow to the head from Tyson Kidd, elbow to the back from Tyson Kidd too. Tyson Kidd using those elbows, the sharpest point of the human body, very, very, very efficiently as Harley Race now coming blow to the lower lumbar region of Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd now controlling the headlock. It's taking Harley Race into the more center of the ring here as he locks him into another submission. That's the thing I like about Tyson Kidd. He does have a lot of really interesting submissions you don't normally see. Same with Farmer Burns, who we will see later tonight, God willing. I don't know, some of these matches might go really long. Because remember, we are only doing this for an hour. Tyson Kidd. Frequently going for submissions. Maybe these are just kind of wear down Harley Race here. Is he going for no kick right to the head, flush across the face, locks him into an ankle lock now. Harley Race once again getting out of it, but still, all these submissions are going to wear down Harley Race. And even though Harley Race is known for being a tough son of a bitch, he is going to he does have many more matches in this tournament. He already has a win. If it comes down to the point where it's going to be either I tap or I'm injured, you're gonna see Harley Race tap because he's smarter than that. You know, he's gonna understand that, yeah, he's gonna take the loss here, but that means he's just gonna have to try harder to get past. Sorry, I just got a Steam notification pop up. I just wanted to make sure it doesn't carry over. It doesn't look like it does. Okay, good. You know, if he takes a loss here, he's just gonna have to try harder to keep winning against different opponents. He does only have to face Tyson Kidd once, barring a tie, and that's something you know, you gotta think too, because when you're facing a submission specialist like Tyson Kidd, who can very easily injure a limb when you are at the very beginning of this tournament, you gotta kind of look at who else is in your bracket. Do you think you can beat them easily? Do you think you can beat them with an injured limb? Or do you think you can beat them at a handicap, that being that you have taken a loss in the second round? So that's definitely something that's got to be going on in the back of the head of Tyson, or of Harley Race, and really anyone that Tyson Kidd is wrestling. As Tyson Kidd locks in the sharpshooter here, Harley Race able to get out of that. Harley Race now driving a knee into Tyson Kidd, and Tyson Kidd's got to be thinking kind of the same thing, but in a different fashion. So Harley Race, you're not going to see be locking in all these submissions that Tyson Kidd is. However, as Tyson Kidd goes for a springboard drop kick and not hitting it, meeting the mat. As he gets a fisherman suplex from Harley Race. You got to think too if you're Tyson Kidd, as he barely kicks out of that. You know, I'm going up against Harley Race. He could hurt me if I don't just, you know what I mean, if I don't put him away quick enough, I'm gonna get hurt, and I'm already at a huge disadvantage having lost my first round match. So Tyson Kidd, he hits a moonsault, perhaps not caring about his own safety, and perhaps all this is completely pointless. But yeah, Tyson Kidd getting thrown to the outside now. Race now maybe using the Tyson Kidd strategy, and it'd be so funny if Tyson Kidd ended up being just counted out victory loss again here as Harley Race showing no signs that he wants to get back in the ring, though finally does. And they get back in at the 11 count, but Harley Race doing some damage to Tyson Kidd while he's out there. Throwing him into that barricade, throwing him into the ring post. Both of those steal. Tyson Kidd's got to be hurting now. Those know about Harley Race. Snap suplex from Tyson Kidd. Both competitors are down. Harley Race getting back up. Tyson Kidd getting back up. That's a great move, and that's why Tyson Kidd keeps using it. A kick flush to the side of the head is going to... Oh, look at that pinfall! 2, 3... No, he almost stole that. Yeah, you see Tyson Kidd utilizing that kick to the head because a kick to the head from someone with as trained feet as Tyson Kidd is going to do a lot of damage. 2.9. And might be enough. Remember, you only need 3 seconds to win a match. So if you can kick someone in the head and just kind of knock them loopy for those 3 to 5 seconds, you got it. You win the match. As Tyson Kidd getting a foot in the ropes there. Tyson Kidd going to the top rope. Well, not by his own fault. And superplex from Harley Race. Harley Race. Suplex. Underhook suplex. Oh, Tyson Kidd maybe a little bit disoriented. Just throwed an elbow into the air, and Harley Race capitalized right on that as he hits a stalling vertical suplex on Tyson Kidd. Nails him with it. Elbow to the back of the head. Oh! Oh, man, that elbow drop was beautiful. And another moonsault from Tyson Kidd lands flush on the back of Harley Race, exactly the way Tyson Kidd wanted that to work. Harley Race snap-marrying Tyson, dragging him into the corner, or out of the corner, I should say. Up to the top rope. Boom. Diving splash. Harley Race! What an unexpected finish to that match. So much that I was looking at the severe thunderstorm watch I am now in. We're having great matches tonight. That was another 100. I think we have time for one more match now. Now here's the thing, right? Look at that. Harley Race has taken the lead. However, as you can see, we still have these 4 competitors. Now, these 2 competitors right here are about to go up against each other. So one of these 2 is joining Harley Race up at the top. Will it be Sunil? Oh, well, I'm sorry. Will it be Randy Savage, who actually beat Tyson Kidd last week via countout? It is possible that Savage can come away with this with a win. However, in order to do that, I just know Savage is one of the few people in this entire thing that has different entrance music than everyone else. He will have to beat Sunil Singh, who really showed off his submission prowess last week, going ahead and beating Banjo. In a really, really impressive match. Savage now, body slamming Sunil. Sunil getting body slammed to the outside. Chop to the chest of Sunil. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Savage from Sunil. Test of strength from Randy Savage, overpowering Sunil easily. Double leg takedown though. Sunil wasn't able to get a power position or position of power on Sunil, so we had to go for a double leg takedown. Sunil does the same thing to Savage. Sunil trying to steal one really early. Sunil now tripping up Savage. Sunil actually out grappling Savage really effectively, which we did see last week. He's going to try to steal another one. Savage going to get out of that. Maybe a little bit too early to start trying to steal things. As he goes for a sleeper hold, Sunil's a really effective grappler. Savage, less so. Savage more of the brawler. So Sunil really easily working over Savage here as he gets him mounted. No, look at that. Savage throwing out some MMA knowledge, countering that mounted position from Sunil with an armbar here as he rings the arm again. Perhaps Savage trying to get a submission on Sunil. If not that, I mean, you do need your arms for literally every submission, except for like the figure four, or the sharpshooter. Well, no, you need the arms for the sharpshooter too. So yeah, definitely need your arms a whole lot for submission. So maybe Savage working that arm with Sunil, more so just to disable that submission power that really gave him that advantage over Banjo. Elbow to the head from Savage. Elbow to the knee from Savage. Sunil now going for Savage's arm. Probably that one's actually probably for submission purposes. As I think he punched him in the head there. As he locks in the sharpshooter on Savage. Savage able to get out of that. Punch misses. Oh, and Sunil getting power bombed or power slammed to the outside. Savage joining him. Both men brawling outside now. Savage once again did get the only count-out win in TTWA history, so Savage would technically be the master of this, but he's not in control right now, as Sunil pounding away at Savage here. As we hit the 12 count, Savage throwing Sunil into the corner. Sunil getting in there, Savage having to follow him. Savage was definitely going for that pinfall. Or I'm sorry, for that count-out victory. Sunil was able to kind of run away from him, get into that, get into the ring, because he knows I probably wouldn't been able to. Man, I'm getting so many. Did you hear the tornado siren? I'm not in any danger. It's just a severe thunderstorm watch. So don't be alarmed. TTWA will continue. We are broadcasting out of Chicago, and it is getting quite stormy here, as I imagine it will. I'm actually quite happy it's not storming right now, because that would suck if I lost power during this, but nah. Savage now ringing the arm of Sunil. Sunil able to counter that. Savage. Oh, elbow to the head from Sunil, stomping away at the knees now. Sunil going for that thing that he tries and doesn't hit. Elbow to the back. Ooh, hip. I think that's a hip. I think he's hitting him in the hip with his head. Sunil trying for something there. I think it's supposed to be a Hurricane Rana or an armbar grab, but it's just very hard for him to kick it. He has to step up enziguri. That's not even a step up enziguri. That's just an enziguri. I think enziguri counter. As Savage hits a vertical suplex on Sunil. Yeah, Savage working that arm. Sunil able to get out of it. Well, not out. Savage, he's still getting hit, but he's able to kind of bring Savage down with him. Only gets a 1 count to Savage. Shoulder blocking his arm. Oh, it's coming. Rain's coming. I hear it. I bought beer specifically so I could sit on my porch and watch the rain. Because I'm a hillbilly, and I haven't gotten to do... I literally moved into this apartment a year ago, and I haven't been able to do that. So, I'm really excited. Arm wringer from Sunil. Oh! Look at that ankle lock! That was beautiful! You could even see Savage start to kind of flinch at the head, thinking he was going to get kicked in the head like Sunil normally does, but Sunil kicked below where his other leg was. That was amazing! As Sunil kicking away at Savage's leg. Oh, Savage gonna vertical suplex Sunil to the outside. Gonna taunt to the fans. Is Savage gonna go for the pinfall or for the count out? Oh, looks like he is. No, Sunil getting back in the ring. Savage has a chair. Savage has a chair? No, he drops the chair. At least Sunil makes him drop the chair. There's a chair in play though as Savage gets rear naked choke from Sunil. No, Savage able to power out of that. Savage does have the strength advantage here. See, he gets chopped in the chest. Chopped in the chest again. And a double leg takedown from Sunil. Sunil maybe trying to get some momentum going here. It's rolling elbow, not hitting it. Oh, atomic drop. That was an atomic drop. But shut up. Anyway, Sunil now throwing Savage into the corner. Oh, running elbow. I think it actually might have been a lariat. I couldn't see from this angle. Savage, though, donkey kick right into the back or right into the face of Sunil, able to give him some time to breathe, and he's using that momentum to just drop Sunil right on his head in that vertical suplex as he locks in a submission of his own using that arm that he's been working all night. No, Sunil, maybe not weak enough, maybe a submission expert. We don't know. Sunil's very much an unknown quantity in this. I did not expect him to be this awesome. As Savage now dropping an elbow on Sunil. 2.9, Sunil kicking out. Sunil now trying to steal it. 2. No, Savage knows better. Tree of Woe from Sunil. Chopping Savage right in the penis. Sunil now. Oh, strike competition now. This match has gotten heated. Sunil with the super kick. Now he's got Savage in an armbar. Savage getting out of that. Oh, a pile driver! And he made, oh my, I think he put Sunil's face in his pants for that pile driver. And now he's grabbing that head and that arm. Sunil just got dropped right on his head, and he's still able to get out of that. He's still standing. Sunil getting thrown into the ropes. Savage looking tired. Savage, once again, never really won for these long matches. And, Sunil locks in a Kimura lock. Savage going to the top rope. Elbow drop from Savage. Sunil's in the ropes, though. Maybe Savage is tired and he's not thinking properly. Should have known better, the veteran. Sunil now locking Savage into the sharpshooter. Sunil, though, not able. Once again, Sunil now in the ropes. Both competitors maybe not thinking potentially clearly. Sunil going to the top. Elbow drop from Sunil. Trying to steal Savage's move. Savage knows better, though. Locks Sunil in this rear naked choke. No, Sunil able to get out of that. Savage really showing his submission prowess here. Oh! Sunil locking him in. That ankle lock. No. Savage getting out of that as well. Sunil going for that strange move again. We saw it last night, or last week, and I don't remember what it was, as he locks in this submission. Double leg takedown from Sunil. 1, 2, as you hear thunder in the background. 2.9, Savage able to get out of it. Sunil now trying to choke the life out of Savage with this sleeper hold. No, Sunil getting out of it, but Savage falling down. Discus clothesline, or discus elbow missing. Locking Savage into the sleeper hold again. Sunil's trying to knock Savage out. He's trying to choke him out, and Savage is not having any of it. But, I mean, hey man, you keep trying. Eventually you're going to hit something. As he chops Savage right across the face. Step up into Guri. Sunil now going for that submission right on the ankle. The foot's not meant to bend that way. Did you see that? The foot was facing the opposite direction that it normally does. Savage going to the... Sunil, I don't think, realized where he was and just ran right into that turnbuckle. Both men, sweat's got to be in his eyes as he tries to steal one from Savage. I think Sunil realizes that. 2, 3, Sunil! So now Sunil joins Harley Race up there in, winners. The winners bracket. So here's what the rankings look like now for bracket A. However, we still have to see Van Hammer versus Banjo, which luckily we do actually have enough time for. So let's go ahead and see that match. Van Hammer, who was previously the biggest loser, tied with Nicole Bass, did not win a match. I believe Van Hammer... Yeah, Van Hammer was 0-3 in wins, and was able to actually pull one away from Killer Kowalski, who has not been able to get a win yet in this tournament. Banjo also not able to get a win yet. He is coming into this with a 0-1 record. However, did show a lot of promise in that Sunil Singh match. And as we saw, Sunil definitely going to be a player in this tournament. So Banjo goes straight out of the gate with that lariat there. Now, Banjo's giving up size, probably giving up strength. He is a bear, but he's smaller. He got kind of fat in that one game with the cars, so he's been out of shape before. Whereas Van Hammer, I don't know anything about Van Hammer in real life, but he's a wrestler, which normally advantage. When a non-wrestler faces a wrestler in the TTWA, the wrestler normally has a little bit of advantage there in the beginning because he's able to get in that mindset a lot faster. And it looks like that's the case here as Van Hammer starts to work over Banjo. Yeah, Banjo definitely giving up the height to Van Hammer, and definitely that means he's probably giving up strength. Now Banjo, I think I said this last week, Banjo's probably going to have that stamina, being in a 3D platformer, running around kind of and jumping high is kind of like the main thing those guys do. Whereas Van Hammer wasn't even good when he was a wrestler, so it's part of me that kind of hopes that Van Hammer just goes undefeated through this entire fucking thing and just makes me calling him a piece of shit, just completely makes me eat my words, because I love when wrestlers make me eat my words, unless those wrestlers' names are Charles Manson or Green M&M. Those two wrestlers can go fuck themselves. Coincidentally, they're also in the pure. They're also in the pure league, the pure division. So, hey. Now, Cobra Clutch being locked in from Banjo. One has to wonder if Banjo has an affinity for moves that are also named after other animals. As Banjo hits the headbutt, which is not named after another animal, but we can make it named after him as he hits this straight jacket. No, Banjo countering that vertical suplex, gonna slam Van Hammer to the outside. Van Hammer letting right out his head. Banjo, though, being an honorable competitor, letting Van Hammer get in the ring. Sorry, I'm distracted by Van Hammer's with this chair. He's trying to strike at Banjo. Luckily, Banjo misses. Maybe not the smartest move. I honestly would have taken the chair hit. Got the disqualification win, because that's still a win. But no, maybe Banjo maybe has something to prove. Maybe showing a little bit of honor here is Banjo. He has something to prove against he lost to Sunil, and maybe he doesn't want to come from a lost victory to a disqualification victory. One also has to wonder what's going through Van Hammer's mind that he's going for a disqualification at 5.5 minutes. It's not even the beginning of the match, dude. Let it go. Shit. As Figure 4 is locked in by Banjo. We never said Van Hammer was necessarily the smartest of wrestlers. And I mean, shit, his 0-3 record until last week goes to show that as he hits a double underhook suplex. And Van Hammer going to the top. No, he's not. As Banjo hitting him with a strike, and he's going to go for that suplex again. No, Banjo's going to counter that with a backdrop. Figure 4 locked on. Nope. Chop to the chest. Oh, a hip attack from Van Hammer. Banjo going for that foot. Running Bulldog from Banjo. I think both competitors in this match are trying to kind of get a positive word about them. A lot of the words about Van Hammer being, one of the losingest wrestlers in TTWA history. Now that title has gone to Nicole Bass, who, because Van Hammer did get a win, but that face is so fucking funny. I'm sorry. But he does not have a very good. He is one of the two jobbers that we had in TTWA before he started winning matches. To Banjo losing his debut match against Sunil Singh, which we thought at the time might have been an upset, but Sunil has been showing a lot of talent as we hear the striking competition. They both don't really have a whole lot of positive buzz about them. However, you see here the difference between the two attitudes. Banjo, right? He's going for a... Oh my god, that was beautiful! So Banjo's going for a more honorable path. He let Van Hammer get back into the ring. He didn't want to get that disqualification victory. He's fighting with honor. Meanwhile, Van Hammer, he's cheating. He's trying to use a chair. He's maybe not showing the most respect towards his opponent, and I think we could definitely see a huge contrast between the two. Van Hammer's starting to look tired. Banjo picking up the bigger Van Hammer for that power bomb, going for the pinfall. 2-point down. Van Hammer kicking out of that. Van Hammer's probably going to want to look to end this soon. So he hits a suplex right on Banjo. Now Van Hammer going for the run, diving elbow. Maybe mocking Banjo, because Banjo just hit that move. He hits another suplex on Banjo, able to get around the non-wrestler. Is Van Hammer. Oh, Banjo with the super kick, flush against the chin of Van Hammer. 2. Oh no! Van Hammer barely gets out of that one as he gets an elbow dropped on him. Van Hammer going to the top rope. Van Hammer's tried in multiple divisions. Most notably, he is from the tournament title division. I believe that is where 2 of his previous matches come from. Nope, Banjo getting thrown to the ropes. Van Hammer, lariat to Banjo. Elbow drop from Van Hammer to Banjo. Ooh, elbow from Banjo. Banjo now going to the top rope, but here's the thing about that pinfall is that, yeah, he's right in that rope, so that's not going to matter. Van Hammer able to kind of really dig that headlock in. Oh, that was a low blow from Van Hammer, who's looking very tired now. Elbow drop. Both men down. Van Hammer's going to be the first man up after having delivered that elbow, but look, he's a little bit too tired to capitalize on it in any big way. Banjo now countering that vertical suplex that would have been to the outside, able to suplex Van Hammer more to the center of the ring. Van Hammer throwing a punch to the Banjo's gut here. Is he going to capitalize? He is. He's going to get that knee, but taunts to the crowd, but really doesn't have a lot going. He's just going to use that to catch his breath as the much younger Banjo gets up and actually runs his arms right into Van Hammer, able to knock him right down. So this match goes to being halfway over. Remember, we only have a 30-minute time limit in these T1 Clawmax tournament matches, so you can get a draw, and that would net you both 1 point. So maybe not something these competitors would want. At least not at this point, but definitely something to consider if this match does continue to go on. Van Hammer now did a crossbody, a splash, and went for an elbow drop. Banjo was able to get out of that one. That was a low blow from Van Hammer as he starts punching away at the back of the head of Banjo. Like I said, this Van Hammer doesn't really have a whole lot of honor here as he lariats Banjo. Banjo in control here, goes for a power bomb right on Van Hammer. Knows better than to drag Van Hammer, or knows better to drag Van Hammer into the center of the ring. 2, 3, that's it. Banjo comes across with the win. Van Hammer does not. So, next week, we're going to do bracket B, because we don't have enough time to really start a match now. We only have 4 minutes. So, that bracket B is going to see David Starr versus Brian Pillman. It's going to see King Karn versus Martin Burns, in which I imagine will be a slaughter. And we're going to see Hardcore Holly versus Rey Hechicero. And we're also going to see Neptune Man versus Chavo Guerrero. However, I don't know why I think it's just because Beedrill and Killer Kowalski had that 25-minute classic there. But yeah. So here's the rankings now. You see Harley Race and Sunil Singh pulled away here. And that's going to be bad for people like Van Hammer and Savage and Beedrill and Banjo, who are now 2 points behind. Now, what's even worse is if you're Tyson Kidd or Killer Kowalski, because those guys they're not out of it, because there are a total of, how many points is there? Wait, hold up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So that's 14 points to get. So those guys have already lost on 4 of those, so they're going to need to start winning matches. They're not out of the doghouse yet, because they could easily, Harley Race could easily lose the next 2 matches. Sunil can easily lose the next 2 matches, and then we're going to, it will equalize things a little bit, but definitely if I'm Tyson Kidd or Killer Kowalski, I'm going to want to try something. And I think actually, because let's see, we got Beedrill versus Van Hammer, and then we got Harley Race versus Killer Kowalski, Tyson Kidd versus Beedrill. That's going to be a good match. Harley Race versus Ren. See, we can't do that then, because we're gonna have to figure this out, because we can't. I don't want to double book people, so I don't know how we're gonna fix that. Because I kind of want to do Randy Savage versus I'm sorry, I kind of want to do Harley Race versus Sunil Singh already. But yeah, so we're gonna definitely. What if I did that? I think that works, right? No, it doesn't work. Yeah, we're gonna figure something out. That's fine. That's not important. But yeah, so we're gonna save this. I don't know why we hit start. I don't know what that does. Okay. But that is going to be it for TTWA tonight. As it is almost time for the show to be over. And like I said, I only like these I only like these things being like an hour. Why is that so close to me all of a sudden? No, look how bald I am. Oof. I think this camera is off. I think I said this last time. Either that picture is not balanced, like either that picture is not leveled, or I'm not leveled. I don't know. But that is it. If you like this, check out every single episode of TTWA is uploaded onto YouTube the week after it's on here, and I might make that like sooner. It's just really I only do it like the week after because it gives me a week to edit it, which I'm sometimes lazy about. But they will be on. They will be on. If you like this, go ahead and follow or subscribe, depending on where you are. Follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/TotemTrouser, twitch.tv/TotemTrouser, youtube.com/TotemTrouser. Everything's TotemTrouser, regardless of what the green M&M says. But yeah, that's going to be it. I am going to close out this show. You guys have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.